You see the hat, don't you? You know what today is. Well, hello, campers, lovers of the great outdoors. Welcome to another edition of Stanley Sundays. You know, I gotta tell you, ever since I started doing Stanley Sundays, a common question that I get a lot is, okay, out of all the Stanley cookware that they make, in your opinion, what do you think's the best? Well, the way that they're made, I would have to say they're all similarly made, but I guess the way I'm going to answer that is if I could only have one of the Stanley cooking sets, which one would I choose? If I only had one option of one Stanley cooking set, this is the one I would choose. And it's very popular. This is the Stanley Prep and Cook Set. And there's lots of reasons why this is, in my opinion, for one cook set, being the most versatile and functional cook set just about out there, period. Stanley and other brands combined. Now this is my Stanley Prep and Cook Set, and I gotta admit, I was doing a test one day. I've had this one right here for over 3 years, and anyway, there's always been this issue about the plastic tabs up on the lids melting, and I did a video and about, you know, how to deal with making your handle tabs, keeping, you know, how to keep them from melting. But what I did was, in the course of doing that video, I said, dang, how hot do you have to get this thing to melt? I said, I'm going to try it. I said, I'm going to intentionally try to melt a tab. And the way it turned out, I got to tell you this, I know I'm running a rabbit here, but when these things start melting, it happens like all at one time. And the way to avoid melting tabs is to simply treat your campfire like a stove. Cook on a bed of coals, not a flame. It's that simple. I believe that these pots were initially created for stoves, but surely they had a campfire in mind. The flames were up high, and all of a sudden, I was sitting there watching it. The plastic started just kind of moving a little bit, and I said, oh my God, so I got it away from the fire. But it takes a good deal of heat to melt these things. Don't ever let the plastic tabs be a deterrent from buying one of these things. If you're really worried about it, do what they do, put a little, break the plastic off and put one of those little key rings in there, and you'll be fine. This kit has the utensils needed to cook a variety of things. Whenever we're looking at a cook set, and overall the cook set has one pot, okay, and it's a pot, it's not a frying pan. Typically what all of these cook sets are designed to do is cook a one pot meal. Okay, so you're cooking anything from stews to dehydrated food where you're warming the water up and pouring it in, you know, things like that. But they're typically one pot meals. And this cook set, it has one pot. It's no different than any of the other ones, okay? But the features that I like about it is its greater capacity. Alright, I love the packaging on this kit. Now, the pot itself is 1.5 quarts. It's a 1.5 liter pot, okay, with a vented lid. Very important for straining things. It has a spatula. It has a ladle. It has 2 bowls, and I love the bowls. The bowls are incredible. It's one of the stars of the show. along with that spatula. Okay, and then it has 2 cutting boards or lids, or cutting board lids, and they work. They work. They're not ideal, but they work. Now let's open this thing up and take a look at it. All right, we're going to open her up here. Got a little tape there. There we go. Nice safety. Now, here we go. It has one of their handles that unlocks this way. You push it forward to lock it. Keeps it from being floppy. Here's your vented lid that they're talking about with all the vent holes down here, and you got another one right there. This is all stainless steel. Their stainless steel is incredible. Really is. You have graduation marks on the side of the pot to let you know how much water you're using, which is handy. And here we go with the 2 cutting board lids for the bowls. Now here is the utensil part of it. Okay, they lock in this way. You just press them in to release them. Come back this way. Yeah, come back this way. Notice that this has teeth on it for like if you're scooping up noodles or something, or pasta, and then it's got this pour spout over here. So if you have some liquids or some gravies or something that you're trying to aim where the liquid goes, there it is. But the ladle's very nice, very nice. But as far as the utensils go, what I've used the most is this spatula. I'm going to get my other one to show you. Keep in mind that I've had this for over 3 years, and I've used this set quite a bit because I like the utensils. Now, show you the difference. Here they both are, okay? And you can see this one, as you can see, after 3 years, this thing's pretty much like brand new. Now this is a high temperature melting plastic here, no doubt about it, because I've had this thing on some very hot grills. I've had it, you know, in hot frying pans or with oil in the pans. A lesser plastic would have melted for sure. Now, another thing that I really love, I can't say it enough, I love these bowls. These bowls are nice. I think they hold about 20 ounces. And the little cutting boards, and they do work for cutting meat and stuff like that, they're very useful. But if you take them this way, you can have a spoon that rests in there, or a fork, whatever you're eating with. Put this on top, keep insects out and keep temperature in. These bowls are really nice. Now to show you from my other set, now here's one, if you look at it, it's all boogered up around here. Well, that's not from campfire food. That's from me using it in a microwave. So, because that's the thing about these bowls, is that they're so nice that sometimes you want to use them around the house, and there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. I do that sometime when I'm cooking a meal at home. I'll use my camping stuff just for fun, just to do it, and the stuff's so good that it works great for home use. I mean, it really does. A very important difference between this one and your regular standard Stanley Cook Set is its wider bottom. This wider bottom makes it so camp stove friendly, it's ridiculous. I can't think of a camp stove that this won't fit on and do nicely. That's the only complaint that I had about your regular Stanley Camp Cook Set, one with the cups in it, the taller one. But this pot right here performs so well. I have fried in it. I have stewed in it. All with no problems. No problems whatsoever. No doubt about it. If you're wanting to know a good, reliable cook set to buy for your first time, or if you want to augment the cook set that you have now, in my view, this is the best, most versatile cook set that Stanley has to offer. And it gets the DPO, the Donnie Pavlini Outdoors seal of approval, for sure. I'd like to say thank you, Stanley, for sending me the Stanley Prep and Cook set for review. And I encourage each and every one of you to go to the Stanley web store and type in promo code DP Outdoors, and you will receive some unbelievable discounts. 30% off, free shipping. Check it out, order it. So I hope that clears up that question of what Stanley Cook set do I prefer? What's my favorite? Which one's the best? And all that. Like I said, the cook sets are built pretty much the same, but as far as a 1 or 2 man cook set, that's made for if what you're wanting to cook are 1 dish meals, 1 pot meals, there's nothing any better. Nothing, honestly. If there is, I'd sure like to see it. And for the money, it's an incredible value. Thank you for hanging out for another Stanley Sunday. Good to see you as always. From Donnie Pavlini Outdoors to you and yours, get cooking, and we'll see you in the woods. Take care.